Hey people, so today I'm going to be doing a, I guess, quick review or overview of this Transformers Kingdom Huffer. This was part of my purchases that came in from my pile of loot this week earlier than expected. It came in Monday. I wasn't expecting this till the end of the week. I already did a video for the Galvatron that I got, and I'm going to do a video for the Kingdom Ultra Magnus after this one. But let's get started. So this packaging again, really nice artwork. I like the details on the vehicle mode, etc. This is really nice. I think as I've mentioned in my other videos, I don't really keep boxes, but I think if you do keep your boxes, this is I think really nice packaging to keep nice and neat. And I think if I had room for boxes, I'd probably keep these, but I don't. So there goes that. You get your instructions, and I also did get the this card here for Megatron. Very nice. I'll probably just add it to the rest of the ones that I have, so we can move that aside, so we can then concentrate on this guy. This is my first and only Huffer that I have in my collection. I am really pleased with this vehicle mode. I think they did a nice job with the arms being the smokestacks, a really nice bright orange paint, the clear blue see-through windows. I guess the only thing that you could probably nitpick with this, but I don't think it's the big of an issue, is that you can see the body underneath. But when you put it flat, it's like you're looking at that part. And then I guess the arms, sorry, not the arms, but the hands here. I guess you could kind of see from that angle that the hands are kind of just hanging back there, but I don't mind it. I think they blend in really well. But I think overall I'm very pleased with this vehicle mode. I think it's very reminiscent of the Huffer that I recall seeing in G1, in the G1 cartoons all those years ago. And then the one thing, accessory wise, he does get a gun, which are these side panels that attach via this tab here. And you can just put these two together and they form a nice gun. Very nice details. Kind of reminds me of a Nerf gun. You can see there, but that's a lot of detail, I think, for this thing. Very nice. You also get essentially what's back here. It's a shield. You could just take that out. And again, nice colors in this. Nice dark gray and the silver here. Really nice. Put this aside. And the main thing, here it is, Huffer again. Without the extra stuff back here. I guess if I was gonna display it in vehicle mode, this is how I would display it. Reminds me a lot, again, like I said, of the G1 cartoon. No issues on my end. I think, well, when I was learning to transform it, the one thing I guess to keep in mind is to make sure that the arms are tabbed into this. There's two tabs here on each side. You have to make sure they're tabbed in so that way there's no issues with these front wheels rolling freely. Because initially when I started transforming this guy, I kind of just tabbed them up here, and I was trying to do it without reading the instructions, and these wheels were just really hard to. And then I kind of figured out, read the instructions actually, and I realized that there's a tab that's supposed to tab into these arms, so then there's no issues with the wheels. But yeah, overall really nice. The other thing I wanted to do, because I'm a big dork and I love G1, is this trailer. This is from the Earthrise Optimus Prime, and he actually does fit in there. So you kind of just put it in the middle tab and he's tabbed in, and then he is ready to go. Do that one thing he did in that one episode in G1. If that's your thing, you can do that, and he rolls freely. The one thing at least I wanted to note for me was that I think this trailer kind of, it scales better with Huffer. At least to my eyes, it scales better than it does with Optimus Prime. I don't know why. So, but I thought I'd point that out. But again, it's really nice. So he can do the one thing when he was trying to help Optimus carry his trailer. So we'll put that aside. And then as far as the transformation is very simple, but I would say very satisfying. Usually the thing that I start with is the legs here. And I kind of just, push these out, push these up. And you kind of then can already see the legs. You kind of separate these. There's tabs there. You move these parts down. These are the bottom of the feet. And same thing here. You kind of move that down. That's the bottom of the feet. And there you go. You have the legs. Really nice. And then the next thing to do is you want to get this cab section free. So I move the hands up. That way you get this out of the way. You kind of just pull these out slightly, and that kind of frees up the cab, which you then pull up, right? Once you do that, then it allows you to then, oh, I guess you could pull these out to give yourself more room to, move this section this way. So the next thing is these wheels. You have to slide them in here. Just be very careful you don't snap the wheels off, but you can always put them back in if they come off. And then the same thing here. See what I just did? So you can just snap it back in. And once you slide both wheels in, he has that. You can turn the head the other way. And then once that's done, essentially you kind of just move these up and, tab it in there. Same thing here. Tab it in there. And then just keep in mind that there's a section here that goes tabbed into the back here. So just do that, and it's not. And this part you can, depending on, I guess, on what you prefer, you can slide it up. I don't like that it seems like there's too much room, so you can always, slide this down slightly, and you could put it like that, but then I think that's too close. So essentially, I just kind of move it back a little so that, he has a bit more room. And then the arms, you kind of just straighten out, roll this forward. So you can, bend the elbows. Same thing here. Push this in, turn this, and then you can bend the elbows. And here is Kingdom Huffer. Again, I do like this robot mode. I think is very reminiscent of the G1 character in the cartoon. Very nice, nicely detailed in the face and the chest. The Autobot symbols nicely detailed. And, he does get his articulation here in the shoulders and the elbows. You can turn right here. And then same thing, the legs, you kind of have knee bend and stuff. You can't do a full split though. But again, really, really nice. I like this. He does look a little stocky, at least more than, like, it looks like he's been hitting the gym. But again, I like this toy. It's really nice. I guess the one thing that I could nitpick this for is the fact that it's hollow here, right? So there's nothing here. I don't really put my toys facing this way anyway. They're always facing forward, so no issues. I mean, at least for me, but it's just something to note, like if you wanted to. And he does have this ankle tilt here. But overall, I'm very happy with this figure. I think it's really nice. And I think it'll make a fine addition to my collection. And then the gun, you can put in his one hand here, he can shoot. And then this shield, you can put in either arm. You can put it, there's 3 tabs here, so you can put it here, and then he has I guess his shield that he can use to protect himself. I don't recall if he had the gun. I know he definitely didn't have that shield, unless I'm misremembering in a cartoon. But I think they're really nice accessories, actually. And if you didn't want to display the, that shield there, you can attach it back here to the back of the cab. And kind of stays in place if you wanted to. And yeah, there you go. And again, really nice toy. I do like all the details on the arms. Um, the face, everything's nicely painted. I didn't have any issues. The orange is nice and vibrant, and grays. Yeah, I like this, really nice. I usually take this off. I don't display it with it. The gun I like so much, I think I'm just gonna display him with that gun. Um, but yeah, this is really nice. I would say if you're on the fence on this one, and you're a fan of G1 or just trying to collect the Kingdom figures, this is really nice. It's worthwhile. It's a very simple transformation, but it's very satisfying, and the vehicle mode's really nice. What I'd figure I'd do, maybe just like a little size comparison. I don't have another Huffer. As I said, this is my first one, so I'd figure I'd bring in Optimus here. This is the Earthrise Optimus. As you can see there, I think that size is pretty accurate. Granted, I know Transformer scale is kind of like, changes from episode to episode. But really nice. Those two together like that. We could put Optimus back here. I'd figure next we could do something from the same, I guess, similar line. This is the Netflix Bumblebee. I think I got this at Walmart a while back, and I just, as you could see them both together, I think this scales really well. I think I do recall Huffer being slightly taller than Bumblebee, but you can see them both standing there together, and I think that makes a good matchup there. So we'll move them aside. I'll figure I'd bring another from this same, not Kingdom, but War for Cybertron, Cliff Jumper. And again, I know it's a similar mold as Bumblebee, but again, I think they scale and they match up pretty well. So if you kind of just have them side by side, again, aesthetically, I think they fit really nice, well together. And I think obviously all these guys being from the same line, they kind of scale well. I did want to also bring out some, I believe this is Beachcomber from Titans Returns, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. But I really like this toy. I still do. I do think though he may be a little bit undersized. I want to say Beachcomber was maybe about the same size as Bumblebee or slightly taller, but I may be wrong. I don't know, but I do think he's maybe he should be a little bigger in comparison to this toy. But again, I think you could still make that work. Yeah, I think that could work. And then next thing, same things. I believe this is again from Titans Return. Brawn. And I really like this little toy. Again, I want to say I think he's undersized, at least to my eyes. I may be misremembering. I always thought he was bigger than Bumblebee. Maybe around the same size as Huffer or slightly smaller. I think you could still sort of make it work, but just kind of wanted to show that so that you guys can see the size difference there. No, he doesn't want to stay now. Okay. I do hope that if Hasbro and Takara does decide to continue the line, that perhaps they looked at things like these two here, Beachcomber and Brawn, to sort of update these guys, to maybe bring them more in a closer scale. But I mean, I think otherwise this is I think it scales pretty okay. Yep. But overall, I think this is a really nice toy. Again, as I said earlier, if you're on the fence about this, I think I would say get it. I think it's a worthwhile addition to anybody's collection. But Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And I guess I'll see you next time and enjoy the rest of your day.